Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending from where you are viewing me right now. Please, if today is your first time of coming across my channel, do subscribe and like this video so that YouTube can recommend it for other users. Today, I welcome all my subscribers to another episode. We are going to talk about the principles of becoming successful. The golden principles of becoming successful in life. How does it sound? Does it sound funny? No, it doesn't. Wait till the end of the video while I walk you through. The first point you have to put into consideration as a successful person is never put too much trust in your friends. Learn how to use your enemies. Never put too much trust in your friends. Learn how to use your enemy. That is one of the most important principles of a successful person. Now, do you know in this contemporary world that everybody has an enemy and everybody equally has a good friend that they can confide on? Right from creation, the creator of the heaven and earth, that is God the Father, Satan the devil was his best friend in heaven. The Lucifer who was controlling the atmosphere in heaven rebelled against God and he becomes God's enemy. Isn't it so? So if God can have enemy, how much more you? Yes. So in this sacred world, everybody have enemy and everybody equally has a good friend that they can confide on. Now, every person in this world that has enemy and you are avoiding your enemies, you don't want to see them, you are losing. Have you worked so hard to make something work for your friend and that your friend turn back to pay you with evil? Have you been in a relationship that you have worked so hard, you put all your effort to make sure that relationship stand, but the person whom you think you love so much rebel against you? Let me hear it from the comment section while I walk you through on the principle of becoming successful. Now, Satan, the devil, who is the Lucifer that rebelled against God, did you know that God is still using Satan to evaluate his children? Yes, God is still using Satan to evaluate his children to see if they are actually going to fall prey to the hands of the devil or if they will believe and obey his word. Now, be wary of friends. They will betray you more quickly. Yes, the friend you were moving with when things were rough, now things turn around and you become successful. They could be so envious of you, right? For they are easily aroused. Your friend are easily aroused to envy, but hire a former enemy. When you hire a former enemy, you will see how loyal he will become to you. You will see how loyal he will become to you. In fact, you have more to fear from friends than enemies. You have more to fear from enemies. For example, somebody who you know have tormented you so much, somebody who you know he treated you so much, and now he himself knew that he have done wrong to you. Now you are calling him, offering him a very special post in your office or in your company, in your organization, telling him to come and manage or be a human resources manager in your office. Don't you know how loyal he will become to you? Or have you ever been in trouble or in pains where your enemy becomes the person to rescue you? Let me hear it from the comment section. Have you been, as your enemy, whom you know that this man is your enemy, this person is your enemy, he later came to rescue you in a particular need which your best friend has failed you? Let me equally hear it from the comment section. Your best friend could become your worst enemy, while your worst enemy could become your best friend. So never you ride up on your enemies. They can ride you to your destination. They can ride you to your position. They can ride you to turn things around yourself. Let me give you an example of what happened to me some years back. I was deployed to Abuja for an operation in my office. After I completed my office, my turn of duty, I called my superior that I needed a replacement because the play was becoming unbearable for me. Do you know what happened? My boss stopped picking my calls and he said I should remain there. All my friends whom we came together were all released. I was kept there for months, for more than 9 months. Guess what? The next morning, I came in contact with UN officers. I did something special and they picked interest in me. Guess what? The next day they told me that I am going to represent Nigeria in peace talks in abroad. I was shocked. I came back to Lagos. What happened? Within few weeks, a letter was sent to Abuja directing the head of department in my office to release me with emergency flights, that a flight had been booked with UN special flight in Abuja that are going to take me to abroad. When he saw this letter in his office, he called me. He asked me, "Whom do you know in Abuja?" I told him, "I don't know anybody, because the position I was going to occupy in UN was a special one, going with a UN special flight." How does this sound to you? Or have you been in an office where your boss torments you every day, or your colleagues are trying to pull you down because of the position you are occupying? They are envious of you. Let me hear from the comment section. Because your best friend could become your worst enemy, and your worst enemy can become your best friend. Let us not just ride up on our enemies and abandon them. Let's care for them. Let's call them back to ourselves, because in times coming, or sometimes, they could be our stepping stone to our future. I hope I have walked you through on the basics of becoming the principles, or the basic principles of a successful person. Please subscribe to this channel, while I will bring in more educational content that will help you to be successful in life. Thank you for staying true.